I don't write poetry myself per se, but I do have a good ear for what sounds good. I know in today's day and age, poetry seems a little, I don't know, archaic per se, with all the stuff being shot at us on Instagram and Facebook. Like, who's really taking the time to write poetry today? Well, there are some people. We've got Naomi, and we've got some lovely readers. Naomi kind of comes with the brain behind it all, and then she picks who she wants as her voice. And I kind of like it like that too.
Amazed I was at the small raindrops, as they wiggled to the beat of the wind that passed along the windows even when the train suddenly stops. Like it sees old man winter chic green, while hiding the trees on this distant small island, the snow shows the strength of its power by wrapping itself on the ground of the island, though not quite as tall as the CN Tower. From the view of my window, the buildings in the far distance cannot match the shower of snow that hide the sight of the building's rigid existence. It is a wonderful sight for the traveler to see, the 10,000 bright yellow lights across the freezing river that's far away from me on a gloomy, chilly morning, almost dark like winter nights. A few container ships stand still in the river, looking like they are trapped in the sea of ice, too frozen to flew with a lot of vigor, and too cold to see the beauty of a nice winter paradise. Shielding away the rows of green bushes, the flowers are massive yet light, while adding some color and fulfilling the wishes of travelers who long for a winter that marvels and bright.
Welcome to the Flowetry Talk Show. I'm Sherry. I'll be your host for today. This is basically where poetry comes to life. We've got creative thinkers and speakers and singers and all kinds. Today I have the pleasure of introducing Miss Elizabeth to you guys.
Hello.
I'll let her give her own little introduction about herself.
Hello, thank you for having me. So my name is Sherise Graham. I'm from Portugal, born in Africa, and I'm living in Canada for 5 years.
Whoa,
Yeah,
okay. So you're kind of all around the globe,
Yeah.
kind of a nomad.
Mhm.
Cool. So this poem that you chose to share with us today,
Yes. So the poem is called A Winter View, written by my best friend, Naomi Ambrose, which I admire and I admire very much because she's a multitask woman, because she can sing, she's a writer, she's an actress, she's a producer, and she's a director.
Wow.
So I really admire her and have the pleasure to read this poem.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I know who I'm interviewing next. Perfect. Okay, so in this poem here, I noticed that there's a lot of talk about snow. Now, you did mention you're from Portugal. I thought Portugal was a hot, exotic paradise, but you seem all too familiar with the snow.
Yeah.
Care to share?
Yes, although I'm from Portugal and we got winter there, but it's not so cold and snow as we can find here in Canada. So when I arrived here and I see this winter, and so I fell in love with the winter.
You
with
fell
the
in
snow.
love. Okay, let's
Yeah.
repeat that for the listeners.
Mhm.
Elizabeth fell in love with the snow.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember I saw snow when I was 3-4 years old,
Mhm.
first time. Yeah, I live in Portugal, north, and we had snow. But because I moved to south, so I didn't have much chance to see the snow. So when I moved here, I really love it.
I think the grass is greener on the other side usually, until you get there and you realize, right? It's cool
Yeah.
if you have the option, but if you're stuck in it, it's a little different. Here you talk about, like, Naomi talks about the container ships that stand still in the river.
Yes. No, that's
How does that make you feel?
That poem also well. By the way, I when I was young at school, I used to love poems and be involved in poetry. But for a long time, I haven't read poems. I haven't been involved. So this, since she gave me this to read, I really fell in love, and I think I'm carry on reading poetry. But this particular is a mix of buildings and ships stuck in the sea and the river.
Mhm.
So it's a kind of mix, and really is a beautiful poem.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
of metaphors.
Yeah,
right?
yes. I can see you can see the ships. They stand in the river, looking. I can read a few container ships standing still in the river, looking like they are trapped in the sea of ice. So that's I can imagine. Yeah, that's mystery.
Yeah.
For me, it's like a mystery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about imagine that is an idea.
I'd say,
Beautiful.
Naomi did a great job on just having us feel like we're really there. Like I actually felt cold reading it myself. So yeah, you could really feel the winter vibe and
See, each mind can build the picture of this poem.
a different, right? Each
Yeah.
reader would bring a different life to it, if
Yes,
anything, right?
yes,
And a
yeah.
different meaning.
Mhm.
Do you plan on writing anything anytime soon? Seeing that you're kind of getting back into poetry.
I'm not really kind of writer, but reading really. I'm going to go back again to read more.
Okay, so
poetry.
you're
Yes.
more on the reading
Yes,
end of it.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
well,
yeah,
you
yeah.
need both, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You can't just
Mhm.
have
Yes.
people on stage. You need people in the audience
Yes,
to watch.
yeah,
so
yeah.
totally
So-
makes sense.
Mhm.
I'll probably ask you a favor. You might have to get me Naomi's contact so I can bring her in
Yeah,
myself,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm sure the listeners would love to hear
Yeah,
her.
I think she would love to.
Great. Well, honestly, Elizabeth, I thank you for sharing your time here
Thank you
with
for
us.
having me. It was amazing.
And,
By the way, I love your show. That's
Thank you. If
amazing.
you can plug me on and share with all your friends, so that the bigger I get, the bigger
Thank
and
you.
better it is for all of us.
Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. And that's a wrap here on the Floetry Show. Thank you guys. Just keep listening and I'll keep bringing you great stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.